Hi everyone, welcome to 2020. I'm with the number one Australasian auctioneer, certainly in my opinion, Damien Cooley. Damien, the year seems to have started quite strong. 2019, we're all saying, was a year of two markets. What's your predictions for this year?
2020, I believe, is going to be really strong. I think that it really could be the year that it'll be a great time to be selling right now, no question, take advantage of a buoyant market, but we also might look back and say, hey, what a great time it was to buy.
True.
I think the market will grow well. The market finished really well last year. And I think one of the big things that I learned is that markets are driven by confidence, and they're certainly driven by credit. And we certainly have a lot of confidence right now, and money's cheap.
It's interesting you say what I learnt last year, because I had a similar discussion with a client recently, and they were worried about, what's the market going to do? Is it going to be too high this year, or is it a flash in the pan? And I just said to them, real estate is medium to long term, and you've got to have that plan. Every time I've seen a dip in the market in the last 30 years, it lasts between 2 and 3 years. So at the end of the day, before you buy property, I always say, especially from an investment point of view, look at your strategy, and if it does dip, can you hold? Money is so cheap at the moment, but as we know, everything that comes down does go up and vice versa. Factor in not the low rates, but factor in a higher amount and make sure you're going to be okay in the future.
Are you guys seeing any money coming from overseas investment? We have seen previously a lot of that. Is it current?
I would suggest to you, it's a good question. I think our Asian clients, the money that was coming out of Asia is nowhere near what it used to be. We are hearing about a lot of money coming out of India. That seems to be the new growing market now. In saying that though, with the legislation changes that are coming in end of the financial year, June 30, to our expats, we're actually getting a lot of inquiry from our expats in terms of selling their investment properties and all their family home. You know, literally, quite a lot of them will, literally, if you don't sell before June 30th, you're going to be up for quite a hefty capital gains tax bill. So, and I'm hearing that about quite a few agents across the board.
Yeah, no question. There's a lot of incentive to put their property on the market before 30 June. Get sold, why not? Take advantage of a good, strong market. And the biggest thing is, Rick, we don't have a banking royal commission. We don't have any elections. There's no noise in 2020 except for all positive vibes for the property market.
Totally agree. I think it's going to be a strong year. If I was looking to sell, I certainly would be getting in sooner rather than later, depending on your circumstances. Take advantage of the wonderful weather that we're having and the low supply, because I do think that'll change as we get closer to the end of the financial year in particular. Damien, thank you. I appreciate your time.
Pleasure.
We'll talk next month. Thanks, everyone.